Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty. Right before you is Montero Lamar Hill, better known as Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X has been making some big news here lately. And I personally would not say that it's for the better. And the reason why I say that is because Lil Nas X, in my opinion, is sending out a dangerous, damaging, offensive message that can impact millions. Now, if you're not familiar who Lil Nas X is, he rose to fame in 2019 on TikTok with a hit that went viral called Old Town Road. Good for you. In a very short time, he achieved a diamond status within the music industry. So that's a lot of sales. Here he is right here looking very wholesome. And for those of you under a rock, he is a gay entertainer, openly gay. Good for him. Very young. He's only 21 years old. So I want to get into this, and I'm going to take this into a different direction again, like I do with a lot of current things. But here is it Masika Kalshay? Now let's see what she had to say about this particular topic. Okay, now Lil Nas X, I was telling people they need to chill, but then you put out these demon shoes with human blood, and that's just disgusting and demonic. And some thing we absolutely do not effing need. It goes, every check isn't a good check. Human blood, my nig, what the absolute F. So she doesn't like that idea of these demon shoes. Now, what are these demon shoes with blood? Apparently, with the release of Montero and the video of him grinding on Satan, sliding down a stripper pole, going into hell, sending some type of a message. Nike denies the collaboration, if you believe that, but Nike is putting out a pair of Satin shoes. Lil Nas X Nike Air Max 97 Satan shoes. Okay, it leaves Twitter scandalized. Lil Nas, you need to be careful. I mean, because there's some things that are deeper than what you may think. What is it, Extension? He found that out. You can be putting out the wrong type of energy, things that are out of your control. When you start to speak things and do things and collaborate, I mean, this is something cause and effect. You're putting something out there, it's going to have an effect. You're a grown man, 21 years old. You're young, but you're still grown. And some things you're going to be responsible for. But let's move on. Here go these demon shoes or Satan shoes with blood in them. There's going to be 666 pair. Okay. Looks like a regular black shoe. But where did you guys get the blood from? I'm thinking you probably had volunteers. Okay, I don't think anything sinister as opposed to them getting blood. I'm sure that people would always, like they do, volunteer and give blood. But this is very troubling from a spiritual realm and from just a practical realm. You know, this type of energy that people are playing around with is really not something to play around with. He looks naive. In this realm right here, he thinks that it's all fun and games, it's harmless, kind of like people looked at the Charm and thought that witchcraft was very harmless. You know the Charm TV show with Melissa Alano, Shannon Doherty, and I forget the other girl who starred on there. Then they start to dabble in that, but not really understanding what they're dabbling in. And I guess this is part of this shoebox right here. Something that I personally would definitely stay away. Okay, Nike Air Max 97 contains 66 ink. Okay, it's going right there. 666 pairs. They're $1,018. I guess they're going to drop on March 29th. But here they go right here. One drop of human blood. Why? 666. Okay, I guess March 29th, 2021. I'm not into numerology, but I guess that date means something. But this right here to me seemed like it's sending a message. And I'm pretty sure when you start to get higher up with things like this, they probably prayed over these shoes, had a ritualistic, ritual to make sure that they're very successful. Okay, here's a statement by Lil Nas X. I spent my entire teenage years hating myself because of the shit y'all preached would happen to me because I was gay. So I hope you are mad. Stay mad. Feel the same anger you teach us to have towards ourselves. So he spent his entire teenage years hating himself. Okay, I can understand that to a degree. But I do not believe that this is the way to go. A demonic realm is not the way to go or to compensate for lack of self-love or acceptance when you were younger. But then again, I'm going to understand too that some of you will probably say that, well, people have different Christian beliefs or different religious beliefs. They can have different beliefs as far as this goes. Okay, point taken. But be prepared to suffer the consequences too. Here go these Satin shoes right there. They look no differently than a lot of black shoes in which I've seen. But I'm pretty sure that, they look kind of plain, to be honest with you. I guess because they're pushed by Nas, they're very controversial, 666, the human blood, and things like that. I'm sure they would sell. Here he is right there with the promotional. As I said before, he has a new song called Montero, his first name. And then the whole video thing, the demonic thing, him sliding down a stripper pole, dancing on Satan's lap. Here's the shoes right there again. Are you impressed? Because, I'm not really impressed by these shoes, to be honest with you. And just the energy, I'm just not with it, to be honest with you. The whole theme. You would have thought that they could have collaborated with something different. And you would have thought that Lil Nas would have came up with, a more positive note or idea. I'm going to tell you the reason why. This is a bad idea. And where he's taken it to a direction that he's unaware of and how it can harm potentially thousands of people. Okay, he's putting out a message there, Satin Shoes. Demons, devils, hell, eternal damnation, eternal punishment. He's a gay man. There are 619 Christians worldwide who believe that homosexuality is wrong. Now tie that into the whole demon factor of shoes I'm putting out there, and you can see how problematic this can be for people who are not famous. By Lil Nas X being famous, he's going to be able to escape a lot of discrimination that ordinary people will not be able to escape. This is not going to help people accept gay people. And quite frankly, it's a very bad look for gay black men. A very bad look. Because there's already the notion and belief out there that homosexuality, regardless of anyone's color or race, is wrong. There's also a belief, too, that being involved in Satanism is wrong. So it's like a double whammy that he's putting out there. And he was too young to remember a time when people used to boycott funerals of gay people. Matthew Shepard had his funeral boycotted with fags are going to hell. And these people right here, Westboro Baptist Church, fundamentalist Christians, different type of beliefs, Methodists, Catholics, Church of Scientology, did I say Christian fundamentalists, Mormons? All of these groups right here are anti-gay. All of these groups right here are still around. So what he's doing is that he's pushing an agenda. He's pushing an agenda, I would say, that is really pretty much promoting the idea that the homosexual lifestyle is demonic. They're listening to Satan. It's evil. They're going to hell. And all that nonsense. But people will react on what they believe and what they have been taught. So therefore, this message about these demonic shoes that he's putting out there and promoting, it's not helping anyone but his bank account. And as someone said, all money is not good money. You can't have blood money. And a lot of people who are young like him, he's too young to remember things like this. When Matthew Shepard was murdered before he was even born, how his funeral was marched by people holding up signs, fags will burn in hell, fags are going to hell. He comes from a different time. And by him being in the entertainment industry, as I mentioned before, many times famous people within a certain tax bracket, income bracket, will avoid discrimination that ordinary people cannot avoid. Many people will suck up to people who are famous and pretend that they like you. To a degree they do, but large in part they are liking and accepting you based upon you being famous. And I want to touch on this topic right here. Lil Nas X is a gay black male. When shit hits the fan, the gay white community is not going to come to his aid. Because as many know, there is a lot of rooted racism within the gay LGBTQ community. They may be LGBTQ, but they are still white. So he's going to be left out there to dry, pretty much alone. Yes, all of these right here are a symbol of white supremacy. Here he is. Now, he got famous for being more of a wholesome image. Nothing wrong with this look right there. He got a diamond status with a more wholesome image and look. My thing would be, why not stay as what made you famous? Why be controversial for the hell of it, so to speak? What for? You became a worldwide superstar with a very wholesome image. Wholesome videos, songs, and things like that. Why push the envelope into a darker direction? And why push the envelope to where many people may have to bear the brunt of you upholding a stereotype of a certain lifestyle being evil, demonic, nasty, sinful? People may not necessarily look at him in that particular manner, only because of him being a celebrity. But other people will bear that brunt. So this type of push towards these shoes, this type of promotion by him, in my opinion, is not at all a good idea. And I truly believe that people will suffer the brunt of this right here. As I stated before, you have the double whammy. Dealing with Satanism, you're dealing with hell, you're dealing with demons, demon shoes, 666, on top of you being gay. This is going to feed into what a lot of people believe about gay people. The whole stereotypes, the whole evil lifestyle, deviant lifestyle, sexual lifestyle, dancing with the devil, all of that stuff. It's kind of like, no thanks. You can take those shoes, Lil Nas, and you can dance with the devil all you want. But I sure in the hell won't. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty, and I will see you beyond and through.